Swedish domination in the first map of Nuke. LDLC's pick, but they cannot seem to get the ball rolling. It's a 16-4 to x6tence Galaxy on home soil. And we're now heading over to Mirage to see if they can finish off this series on their map pick. I think there's a very good chance of this happening, Niels.
Swedish teams in Mirage, name a better combo. Like,
yeah.
That's how it's been since 2013.
Something like that.
Pretty good, like on that map. I'll take my bets on that, to be honest.
Are you jumping on the 2-0 train?
I'm the only one who was on that train, bro. Like, I was all alone in that train, and then all of a sudden people want to like come in and crowd my train.
Well, at least you're in first class, Niels. Yeah, that's what really matters.
That's true.
And I mean, you know, LDLC, if they go 0-2 right now in this elimination match, Niels, they'll get straight on economy flights back home. They are not going to be jumping on that business flight.
No, definitely.
This is not what we expect.
Well, we'll be on the Christmas Express straight to the North Pole.
Yeah, there's not going to be many presents under the tree for the Frenchmen unless they can try and find some more success here. I just don't even know what to make of this game, to be honest. Like over on Nuke, a map that we see new teams or inexperienced teams struggle on so much. x6tence just looked like such the better team earlier on.
Even though like of course it was 16-4 and x6tence played really well. I would go out on a limb and say if we played all 30 rounds, it would have been something like 16-9, 16-10. Because there's something to say about winning that first half very, very dominating and then winning the pistol as well. Like, if you do that, it's going to be so easy for you to just grab a quick win. The opponent is just going to say, okay, we're just going to focus on the next map. That's just how it is. We can't really come back from this. If you play 30 rounds, you're going to see a much closer result because LDLC actually have a really good CT side on Nuke. We didn't get to see that because of the lost pistol round and the lost first round. Now they have to go on a completely different map. Mirage is in the cards.
Yeah, but it's somewhere that LDLC at least should be comfortable on. But how comfortable can they be in this series considering they are facing elimination just 16 rounds away from exactly that as we jump into this one. LDLC on that CT side, we've got a triple B setup to begin things, and it couldn't be more confident here because x6tence is just charging into the bomb site. They're running right through Twanu, who's going to going to get his head removed straight away. A couple of retrieving kills coming through for the CT side, but it's even Stevens here on the B bomb site until Amanek absolutely comes to life. LDLC taking the pistol around, and that's exactly what they needed.
And this is something that we didn't see on Nuke, like Amanek stepping up individually. We saw it maybe one round in total in that 20-round map, and we're already seeing more just in the pistol. Very nicely done. 3 kills for him, Logan coming in with the 5th. And 1-0 for LDLC on the CT side, which for both teams is actually where they get the most of their rounds. This is basically x6tence Galaxy around the 45% mark on their T side and 55% on the CT side. So I would say it's okay for them to go down 6-9 or 7-8 in this first half. The problem is you can never let LDLC get momentum because that's where they really get rolling. If you get Alex, Amanek, Devaduvek rolling, that's really dangerous.
Yeah, especially when Twanu had a pretty decent game on Nuke in terms of the individual shots hit. He had a couple of rounds on that T side with entries, and it wasn't too bad from him alongside Amanek, also at 15 kills. But I mean, the pieces of the puzzle weren't really put in place though. We're going to need more than just individuals shining through, but at least things have started off on the correct foot for LDLC. They are 2 rounds up after this one. I'm obviously assuming Zinken doesn't win a 1v4 with PT50.
And I'm almost getting like PTSD from Amanek with that AUG, because last time we played against him, he was like, in the span of 6 rounds, I think he got like 12 to 14 frags just with the AUG. He is insane with that weapon, so just be careful. He's gonna stick with that, and we see it here, 2 kills. This is fine, this is against the Nico. Wait until he goes up against AKs and see him winning straight up 1v1s against AKs with this. He's so good with the AUG, it's insane.
Oh, we don't have to wait for too much longer. It will be that 3rd round buy coming through. There was no bomb plant in the pistol, so in terms of utility, there's definitely going to be some things missing, and I'm not sure if the AWP will even be a question here, at least for the T side. And yeah, it's not. It's just AKs, flat rifles, but that's fine. Alex is still saving into his round.
It is 2 MP9s.
It is hard bonus for LDLC, and I like this. Why not? The problem is the Molotov creates a bit of a plume of smoke, and Logan can't see through it. They actually pop him from below. That's Plopsky with the entry, and the A site uncovered. LDLC, 4 players on the wrong side of the map. They will get the info up as they see the smokes cross down, and that bomb plant will come through in just a second, but they've got to play a man disadvantage on the retake.
To be honest, I like the idea. Let's just see the CT player. Amanek is taking the duel right now, but the real duel is in CT as Alex is trying to get in close with the C-Set 75. Let's see if we can get this to go. Smoking deep, he's behind it. Gonna take the frag, get an AK-47. This is possible now for the retake. They have a big flank coming in. Oh. Another one from Alex. A third one from Alex. He's coming in from CT and wreaking havoc.
Yeah, this is now something doable. Alex isn't done just yet. He fires down from above, finishes off Barbar. There's only one man left standing, and Borton will be overwhelmed. Massive round from Alex, 4 kills from him. And that's something we really wanted. We need these players to shine. We need them to show up here on Mirage if LDLC are to have any chance to stay here in Sweden.
But the idea that they're doing this CT round is actually really nice. I like the setup from LDLC. What they do is, they know it's a bonus round. They have 4 weapons and 1 CZ 75. And then they put the 4 weapons on the opposite bomb side. Actually, I think it was UMP on A, but it doesn't really matter. They push one aggressively down towards ramp to get early information. And then the rest of the team play basically retake. They have one early in CT, and they have a big flank coming in from T-spawn. So basically what they're saying is, yes, you can have the A bomb side, but we get early information so early in the round that we're going to have the perfect retake situation to just hit you with it. And they get the full bonus round. This is such a nice round for them to get. Now, it's going to be AUG up on Amanek as per usual, up on Tuanu, that's what they want. And look at the investment from x6tence. It's the eco, basically. It's a couple of Tech 9s and some armor, but they're saving up for the next game.
Yeah, this position with DreamHack is so good. They don't check it. The flashbangs is perfect, but Amanek finds one in the meantime. It's a complete mop-up from Amanek. He finds 3 on the AUG. Eventual trades do come through from Nork, and the only unarmored player for the team now left alone. That is not a good situation to be in. Hard, he finds the damage. Logan cleans it up, however. 13 points of health. For a second there, it looked doable, but LDLC come in with a retake. 4 rounds to their name. But, Niels, I do want to remind you of that previous map. They were 4-0 up, and, well, look what happened.
You never know what's going to happen. Life is a box of chocolates, Hugo. You never know what you're going to get. But now we have Knock with the AWP. His favorite weapon. 1 kill to his name so far. Is going to looking to double, probably even triple that in this round. Going to look to be the X factor on this T side. Tuanu going for the boost position. Very nice. It's quick on to short. Make sure that no mid control can be taken. Also with this heavy presence from Amanek. That means that the T's will have to stay back. Play very defensively. But now Alex is going to push. They're committing so much to this mid. Holding this mid control. But they're not going up just yet. They're sitting in anti-flash. They're waiting. They're being reactive after taking initial mid control. In this situation, I like being reactive because you're already taking control.
Oh, Alex has to swivel, and him and Tuanu find a kill apiece. That's so good for LDLC. Nice recovery after those flashbangs blinded Tuanu up on short.
And now just rotate back, play angles, you're 5v3. It's perfect so far for LDLC.
You can see the adjustment is set up instantly. We already have Logan falling back on that A bomb site. Instead of playing close up A, he, well, was in CT for a second, but now they're going to be rotating heavy towards A and not really playing retake on B, but playing one man. Quite committed to this A bomb site, and they could not be more right, because x6tence are just creeping up through the ramp, and they're about to meet their maker. Tuanu in the spawn, flashed off though. Nork finds the frag. Logan does have a crossfire from the jungle, but they will smoke and molly it off. That leaves Logan in a very compromising position, but he gets away with one. That bomb going down. They haven't cleared this position, and now with Borton dead, Logan can just wait for his team to move in. Alex does exactly that, and DreamHack in the spawn as well. LDLC keep the pressure up in that 4-on-2. And they will take their 5th.
Yeah, look at the money now. Like, it's around 7K on most players. They have AKs, they have AUGs, have everything they want on the CT side. Another buy is going to come in from x6tence Galaxy. Let's see where they want to go now. This could be the B play. Split B from short. Wait and see. That's actually a missed smoke for window. Big problem here because Tuanu can now hold the short angle, and they don't know until now. Oh, missed shot.
There we go. Obviously, Tuanu only hits the hard ones. That's what we know.
But it's such a difficult situation when you have the top mid smoke down, and then you have the window smoke. You just expect it to be there, and the second you walk through the smoke, you don't see it because you have your back turned because you're anti-flash.
Oh, he's getting hunted. Amanek's got a man behind him and in front. He is pincered, and he's going to be offered up on the plate. x6tence taking a bite out of this round, but there's still 2 players, or were 2 players down. Now it's only 1. And 3-on-4. Alex is pushed up on ramp. And oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Look at this. Barbar. He's deep in the palace, but Alex is about to catch out this bomb in the T-spawn. If he goes for this peek, he gets the info. Okay, he doesn't commit to the fight, but that's a good decision because now he can just call for the heavy rotate. A was almost empty anyway, so he needs as many teammates as he can get. Thing is, Barbar's still here in the palace, and Alex is going to jump right into him. free kill for Barbar. LDLC now back in a 3-on-3. And although it's very clear that Existence are hitting this A bomb site, this hesitation from them is making LDLC question it. And in fact, they should question it because the bomb, it's rotating.
To be honest, it's a good call. You get that one entry, and you've shown the bomb, you've shown the entry on Palace, and now you waste so much time. You could potentially go B if Nog has to peek here. Oh, and he's actually out. They don't expect him to be out, but now they're going to go back to A. The double fake coming in. Twanu and Logan. Time is of the essence.
Yeah, 15 seconds. They need to get this bomb crossed. That's great utility usage. They cut off not only jungle, but the Molly and CT as well. Twanu's going to go ahead of it. He wants to stop this bomb point, and he might be able to do that as well. He finds two. The bomb going down is no contest for Twanu. 4 kills in the round. They may get the plant, but they won't get anything else. Huge round from the Belgian AWPer. Huge
individual rounds as well from almost every single LDLC player. It seems like it's a new player every single round. It's been Twanu stepping up, then it's been Alex, then it's been Logan, then it's been Amanek with the AUG. Everyone is really making the plays here, but you have to once again, like, when you're playing a pro level, I don't think maybe it got body blocked. I think that might have been the case. I would like to see that on a replay. I think it got body blocked, that smoke in the window.
Amanek jumped into underpass. There's a very good chance that while he was jumping up in the air to drop down, it got hit.
And it's such an unfortunate thing because on a top level CS, you cannot afford to have smokes not land when you have a strat setup like that. Especially as I said earlier, with the top mid smoke, you can't see if the window smoke has landed correctly. You just assume that it has. And that's why Toronto gets almost like a free kill on the guy on short.
And I mean, they didn't even flash away into mid because they assumed, as you said, that the window was smoked. And so, yeah, free kill. There we go, Wisp. There's your answers. Amanek did block it while dropping into the underpass, as you can see. So that's not a mistake made by the Swedes. That's just a very, very fortunate timing for LDLC. And hell, they are going to take that every single day.
Yeah, and constantly just getting this boost onto short. Not a boost, but basically just movement from window onto the ledge. And getting a one-man advantage. Sometimes a one-man advantage, sometimes a two-man advantage from the mid-pressure. LDLC, they're just working around Existence right now. There's nothing these Swedes can do so far. I haven't seen anything from their T side that can suggest that they're going to be able to do much of a fight on this side at least.
Plopsky does go through that smoke. A risk taken, but with the smoke on the other side, it's very common you would see a CT fall out of connector, and Twanu was never in it to begin with. He's got that AWP after all. It's now Alex playing the close jungle instead as Twanu's sat back towards the CT spawn. Alex in an off angle to catch out a player moving, but he's still got that crossfire from under balcony, so he can't get killed from ramp. And they may have to worry about that now with Existence starting to set their sights on A. Barbar creeping up through ramp, Twanu playing this contact position, and if we look at the utility of Existence, only one smoke, where do they choose to go for? Jungle is probably the best call here, but unfortunately they don't know that this AWP is in the CT spawn. That makes things very difficult. The jungle smoke does come through, but this just gives Twanu free reign. He already knows they're coming. Misses the early shot on the jiggle peak, and that's a massive miss because now Existence have found 2 kills off the back of it at the price of 1. Twanu going to try and move in, but they won't plant for him this time. He has no open ground to take a fight, but it will be Devek winning in from short. Trade is there. Nork is down low. Twanu tries to cut him off from going towards the ramp, but he'll hide on the Tetris instead. Amanek closing the distance as well. If there's a jump up on Tetris right now, Amanek should be able to get this kill. Nork is just so damn low, and he's on the wrong angle, but they don't know. They're not aware of this position. And Barbar, a classic position for this man as well, is coming from the flank. Nork drawing their attention. The Molotov should surely seal his fate, but Nork finds them both. Barbar not even needed on that mid-wrap. And that will be 6 HP the difference. Nork finds 2 kills on the site.
And as you said, they go back to the classics. The good old plan for short and get Barbar on that short position. Like, we've seen that time and time again. Even with smokes down, Barbar doesn't care, he gets that done. But not even needed in this scenario. So technically, there's a possibility that they could do this again because, like, LDLC didn't see Barbar's position, they just saw the Tetris position. So, to be honest, like, if I were Existence right now, I would probably go for the same strat 2 times in a row.
Yeah, I think one weird thing about that round is that Twanu is checking both sandwich and right side of triple to make sure that Nork doesn't go back ramp, and he doesn't spot him on either, right? So obviously you can guess maybe he got the timing wrong, or maybe he did cross jungle, maybe he did get down ramp, but if you don't spot him, there's a good chance that you can assume that he's Tetris, right? That's a great position for a post plant, very common spot. And they don't actually go in for the check. Amanek does at least move in with the AUG, but it didn't seem like they were expecting that position at all. So a bit of an error there, but it's only 1 round for Existence Galaxy. And this can still be a reset for LDLC, who are running double AUG, triple AUG, and the AUG. So they've got a lot of eggs and only 1 basket, but that's fine.
It seems like they want to go for a B explosion. Let's see if they want to 2 smokes, smoke market maybe? Actually, no smokes. They're just going to push straight on out. Wow.
Never he gets domed, not ready for that. And that is the difference. When you don't throw in that utility, you can really catch players off guard if you're given the free reign to move down apartments. Considering how many times we've seen that AWP down on A especially, and even in the window room, you're not going to have that playing contact towards the apartments just out of nowhere. So.
And also, to like while we see LDLC try to save here, that's the problem when you don't play proactive to spot on that B apartments. When you have a player who's just sitting down waiting for the agility to drop, he's sitting on the back of bench. He can't really spot if they're just moving in. He can just say, okay, I hear footsteps, they're in the site, and then he gets wrecked.
And if he doesn't get a kill before it, we end up in this position 5-on-3 before the one who got that kill on the exit, and you just, as you said, you just can't retake that round.
So you have to either make a choice if you want to like play, and I think that was the choice made pretty much for LDLC. They were gambling on an A play, so they had a very defensive B player, and then a rotation that could come into B if so needed. But yeah, that didn't work out in this one. Nice read from x6tence to do the correct strat with just the contact play B. Nicely done.
Yeah, it worked wonderfully for the Swedes. At least not getting reset is probably the biggest factor of that round. They found 2 now, and LDLC on their last legs. Buying up once more, but this is where they're going to be put to pistols if they can't find a 7th here. Still in a position to break the money of x6tence somewhat, but they've got to be ready for another fast A player to contact, but this time with the smokes down as x6tence exit towards the site, or enter rather. Logan sat in that second spawn. They're going to push up close. He's looking above. Popsky is right down below, and he'll take that first kill. Alex getting pressured in the spawn. Molotov to deny any CT or any T aggression in the post part, but to be honest, he needs these kills right now. They're already a man down. Alex attempting to get something back into this round, and he will through the smoke. Okay. Great frag found. Zinken's low as well. This is so doable for LDLC.
They can definitely still get into the side and do this. But with Nog hitting that one on Twan, it's going to be even harder. Sinking in a good position towards the benches. And unless they get a free opening right now, they're not going to go for it. They're going to save. Because as you said before, like this is them down to their last money. They can still get some kind of a force spike on, but Zinken with a sick catch. 2 frags straight away. And this destroys every single plan that LDLC had about force buying in that next round. Now they only have 1 rep. Yes, they can still force buy, but it's going to be, what, like 2 UMPs and pistols. That's going to be terrible.
They would have had a full buy with 3 guns saved here. They would have been absolutely fine for one more round, but yeah, that's making all the difference.
That catch is insane.
I can't believe they line up. That is ridiculous. Great work from Zinken.
And now they're not even going to go for it because they know, okay, yes, we can go for a force buy here, or we can just go for the save and just get full buy next round anyway.
Well, yeah, it's 3 rounds in a row, so a 4th loss bonus coming in here.
And Amanak got 3,100, so he's going to have money for dropping an AWP over.
Or even keeping it, who knows?
Oh yeah, anything can happen here.
He's on it right now, obviously saved, but armor behind it. He's got to watch out. He's played this position quite a lot before, but not quite with the AWP. Gives him that one-shot potential, and he will exploit it. 1 kill coming through. Smoke to his back to cover off the flank from middle, but he's got 2 more players pushing in. They know he's in the corner. That's worth its weight in gold. 2 frags for 1. I know everyone else is on pistols, and this is still not a guaranteed round, but you know, getting 2 kills off the back of 1 AWP is pretty valuable. The only problem is it's irretrievable.
Yeah. And that's when you want to play towards that underpass and you don't have a backup player close to you. That's the gamble you're going to go with. Plopsky, how far is he going to go? Is he going to go and commit fully to this? Is he going to check straight away? It looks like. And he wins that duel 11 out of 10 times.
And with a Molotov down on Van, they will be pushing into this site. Propsky finds another, and that's the issue of this kind of round. You may have your big impact player on that AWP finding 2 kills, but as soon as x6tence group up and go for an execute, you're just not going to win your duels. You only have a couple of PT50s, so...
Exactly. And the only way that you can kind of get more frags if you have a double setup. So, for example, when Plopsky goes for that corner peek, you have someone else like peeking on his contact, but it's such a specific little... kind of, I don't know how to say it, like little deal you have to make with the players, a little setup you have to prepare for a situation, and to have setups everywhere constantly going on all over the map is hard to have. Like you can have plays here and there, but having it in every single round is almost impossible.
Yeah, you're not always going to land the timing essentially.
Right.
Well, not working out for LDLC there, but not the biggest of worries. They've got a bye coming up in this follow-up round. On the flip side, Riz, look at how quickly this has turned on its head. The money is incredible for Existence Galaxy. They've got players on 10K, I think Nork had at the end of that one.
Back and forth, Hugo, that's how it goes.
Just a couple of rounds, this has gone from LDLC in a dominant position to, well, losing 4 in a row. Now they pull in the double AWP, so Amanek is on that gun. Twani's going to have enough money for an armored AWP as well. This will mean they forfeit utility and the kit, but maybe they can find the frags to make up for it.
Same position again, top mid smoke. Curious, to say the least. I think that's a very nice way of saying it.
It's thrown from spawn, so, you know, it happens to the best of us. Can't always get that line up. That's a running smoke as well. Not only running, that's a running jumping smoke. You need to be very, very accurate at that. So not a surprise to see it fail every now and then.
And once again, this very, very defensive teammate setup from Existence Galaxy. They know that LDLC like to push and they like to play aggressive for mid control. This round, it was only Twanu going for the ledge peak and then dropping down towards short. But usually they also can have one man in anti-flash and can do like a specific timing to take top mid. And they just want to make sure that they don't lose anyone early on. And now, after knowing, okay, if they take it mid, they probably rotate it back and just are happy with the perceived map control. Setup is being done. I think this is the smoke for the other side of connector.
Yeah.
It's not how I throw it, but it's good. That seems to be such a hard position to know it from. I don't know. Maybe they have like a specific thing they can remember it by.
Ooh, that's foul, and that's a kill. Twanu is going to get plenty of info off that one. He even spots a second player, and the app push is going to be the real issue, but they line up. Twanu is the problem at the back of the site. Botan will trade, but it's too little too late. Amanek's still here with that secondary AWP, and boy, is he having a field day. Already dropping the AWP for the T side. And it is just Botan left up to find the clutch. Experience on this man, but surely this is going to be too much, and Amanek will shut it down. So, the full house of the AWPs here, Niels.
The double AWP setup.
Nice.
Always a guarantee on Mirage.
And both on B as well. That's crazy.
I think the rotation came in from Kitchen. I think Twanu was playing aggressive mid to begin with, then rotated off and played B side, and then Amanek was playing pretty much Joker all around the map, and the second that he heard there's going to be something coming towards B, he just rotated in and had the marking position. So I don't think they were straight stacking on the same bomb site, but they ended up on the same bomb site.
Wow, now they're on the same bomb site once again.
The end that matters.
Duo. Although Twanu is quickly rotated off of mid window, he had a top mid smoke down for the T's. This is curious. Existence putting pressure on B early on, but if you look at that bomb in Palace, this, at least for the moment, looks like they want to drop underpass, split connector, and go for that A site attack.
Exactly.
So Twanu's going to be a pretty key piece of the puzzle here.
So you want to at least try and take a duel with the AWP, and then you want to put smokes down to just give a lot of signals that you're probably going to set up towards B.
The problem with this setup is if they don't commit a couple of players, it's not going to be a good enough fake, because LDLC have a man on top of balcony, so they're going to have plenty of info here. Devidevek does spot one. Let's see how many rotates this can force. Amanek has already dropped that only man who committed to the B bomb site, and now they've snuck up. And yeah, I think LDLC are very aware of this one finally. Kill coming through from Popsky onto Alex. Twanu having to defend jungle, but the Molotov forces him out, and that's where Barbar gets the kill. Existence are running over the A-bomb site. Great fake execute towards B. It gave them enough ample time to move players onto this bomb site, and there is nothing that Amanek can do, surely.
Ooh, okay. Nice hit through the box. Are they going to push him from behind? That's... Just hold the angle, don't put... Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. We almost need Sir Scoots with a don't peek bat, just... Stay in your lane. Hold your position. Don't peek it.
Yeah, they got him boxed.
Only got 3 players. He needs to survive with all 3.
Amanek's having a great game. 16 and 4 right now. He is top of the server.
That's exactly what we were missing on that first map.
Ooh, he gets a tag. Surely no more. Surely no more, Amanek. That bomb's going to kill him. He's run out of ammo. Goodbye.
Profsky on 5 HP surviving.
He'll take that. They get the AWP forward. They get the round at the end of the day. Certainly not as clean as they would like, but as long as they rid the AWP off the CT side, that's a pretty big factor. Remember that round where Amanek saved the AWP and got 2 kills on an eco? You don't want to allow a round like that to go astray.
Also, one thing to note about that round is that, yes, they don't force 4 players off towards the B bomb side and then they hit A, but they catch him off guard. They catch him on the wrong leg, basically. They're halfway back into the usual positions, but it's just enough of a timing, just enough of a small window for Existence to kind of utilize it and push into the side and get the correct timing. even though like they technically like saw the rotation, or at least read the rotation.
Well, now they've seen the rotation in spawn. Logan has spotted. He didn't see all 4 players because of the way that fence renders. It's really annoying. It can really block off angles, and so that's why we don't have this full rotate on A, because he only spotted 1, maybe 2 guys, and no bomb because it was on the left side. So and very crucial and lucky detail for existence.
And that's why he's going for information here, but he gets the double with the C-set. Logan might get even a 3rd one. So much damage from him.
This is doable now. Amanek's still here on the balcony.
They're going to mollo it straight up.
You'd like to think so, right? Uh-oh.
No mollo shade? Or they're just going to pre-fire?
Oh dear, this is going very wrong. Amanek, he finishes it off. 20 kills to this man. It's not even been 20 rounds risk. What a gamer.
Always mollo shade.
You're not a fan of when people don't mollo it?
No. It's such a standard angle. It's so dangerous. And like you can see that they're aware of it. Also, this is just unfortunate. But you can see that they're aware of it. Like they send out Bolton to basically pre-fire it, but he's with a deagle. Like that's still a one kill headshot. And like with the mollo, we just straight up, you make sure that he can't get that chance.
The crazy thing about that is they win the round without a full rotate, right? If they had 4 pistol players on A, I wouldn't be surprised. But that was just a 2-man effort.
Yeah,
that was Logan and Amanek just going clutch.
And that's, once again, something that we didn't see on Nuke, individuals just stepping up to the plate. We see that now.
And that's 4 rounds in a row now that have been won by different opposition. So that's why the money is a bit broken for existence in this one. They've got the AWP, and hey, it's going to work out. Barbar with a quick entry. Doesn't give it to Nork, no need.
This is
now
such a good position.
Oh, they're going to run right past him. He's fully flashed, but he doesn't give a damn. He finds 2 kills off the AWP, both headshots. The AWP drops for existence and only 2 players left back up. Yeah, he's got a teammate over on bench to catch out this balcony peek as well. Amanek just waiting for them to fall into his waiting arms. But there's going to be no hugging today. It may be Christmas, but this is not too festive. Amanek is out for bloodlust. 9 rounds for LDLC. And what a recovery.
Exactly, what a recovery, because it was looking very dangerous when existence was just getting rounds upon rounds upon rounds. And now these guys, the LDLC crew, after that map 1, some would say that they are the underdogs, Hugo.
Definitely feels that way, but again, this is more standard. This is LDLC proof. I mean, this is their most played map, right? So it may be existence is big, but it's not like LDLC are going to be uncomfortable here.
No, definitely not. That's the thing, right? You always have to remember with LDLC, and I know I felt it on my own. Like, you can never underestimate them. The second that you think you have them under your control, that's when they just break out of the cage and wreck you. And that's what's happening right now.
It's still not bad for existence. I mean, a 10-5 would be fine. You could still win that game, but it's definitely looking a lot more positive for the Frenchman. Alex close on ramp. He's moved in through that smoke. Twanu going to be defending it with his life. He needs Alex to help him out right now because he's just not going to be able to get that kill. Nork's on the flank, but Alex is shutting it down. 2 for him. Low HP, but gun swapped out. Barbar alone. Yeah, he knows it. This round is done.
He needs more than just a Christmas miracle. And 10-5 will be the half. And Ostrike getting some volume on the guys. You can also kind of read it in the body language. These are not players who are like super hype, so they need a coach who can kind of like get them hyped up. Also, from what I could guess, like with his history in 1.6, he's probably a really good strategical coach as well. He can help them on a lot of strategies, but he's also the hype man. He gets them going. 23-4, Hugo. Amanek. He's 150 ADR.
What a beast. I mean, this man was gamer. 8th rated player in IM Chicago despite LDLC losing in the quarterfinals. That is a real stat. What an incredible performance from him here in Sweden. And as said on the desk by Pimp, I mean, this is a guy that if LDLC don't find success with this roster, don't be surprised if you see Amanek start to join a top tier team. I'd love to see LDLC really rise up the ranks and prove that they are, you know, potentially even the best in France. Yeah. Because there's a very good chance they could take that mantle. G2 right now, new roster changes, were unsure of their direction. They lost to Bravado yesterday. Vitality already proven with a DreamHack win just a couple of weeks ago in Atlanta.
Wasn't it 4 years ago that LDLC actually won in DreamHack when they won that major LDLC one? I think that's actually, that's the one 4 years ago. It's a very different LDLC lineup today, obviously, but the brand is the same.
Yeah, that was the case.
Oh, wow.
And if we remember back, that was MBK Smith's, Keo, Shocks, Happy, and Moment as the coach. So obviously very different, but at least the org, they've got history here.
The name is the same.
Let's hope Existence don't throw any spicy boosts. We know those Swedes love to do it in winter.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we do have Overpass this map 3.
Boost gate is coming through, boys. Keeping up with the at least old times.
The spicy memes.
LDLC, though, pistol round up on A. They're going to be going just straight through ramp. One man up in the palace. That's Tuanu. They've got a couple of flashbangs and a smoke on Alex, and they go straight through. Zinken going to be back towards the spawn. Bottom getting one. And this is actually okay for Existence. They've got the kit. They can play retake. Popsky going to move it to try and assist, but he doesn't need assistance because Bot's doing it all alone. Popsky finally finding shots, and just like that, with a bomb plant down, it's down to Tuanu. A 1v5. I think this is a little unrealistic, and Existence know it. They're already hunting him down. They're on the bomb.
This
that will be a
close.
safe.
This is going to be close, Hugo. Pistol going to Existence. If they get that first buy round, straight up 10-10. This is a tough one to call, to be honest. Because, as I said before, you can never count LDLC out. The second you do that, that's when you make your mistake and they bring the game back.
Well, the 16-4 in the previous map, I also don't want to count out the Swedes.
Exactly. I think this could like potentially be like 16-14 on this map. I'm not sure who's going to take it. Because also, like, I don't have as much information on the Mirage on either team as I do on the Nuke of the previous map, as we saw.
One positive is if Amanek dropped 24 kills in the first half, which is CT side, now putting him in a position where he can just run into bomb sites and light up the scoreboard. Obviously, it's very hard to keep up a performance from one half to another. It's a very different setup, but
yeah,
you know,
also,
individually, if he's hitting his shots, that's a very good sign for LDLC.
If he's really warmed up and he's really like on fire, that's nice, but here comes the push.
Yeah, and that's why they've given him a rifle. We've got 2 AKs in this round for LDLC, despite losing the pistol. A very fast force and a very fast push, but Popsky is on the defense. He locks down to Barbar. Same story, almost pistol out. He has Nork to defend him, and Nork's the man with the double in the end of the day. It's going to be a nice clean round from Existence Galaxy, getting rid of that force buy of LDLC. And while they have the rounds to play with, they're allowed to go for that. It's just going to give Existence Galaxy that little bit more leeway.
Yeah, and they're going to get closer and closer to that 10-10 scoreline. That's what they want. Existence Galaxy. Full buy, 2 UMPs, yes, but plenty of utility against pistols and no utility, not even armor. This should be a rather one-sided round, but then again, last time around when we saw Deagles and C-sets, it was on the CT side, of course, but it was still LDLC with Deagles and C-sets, and they made it work.
Anyone's game here, anyone's round.
Hawk and Barbar in mid, deep nade in the corner. They go for the window boost though. The nade is going to do damage, but oh, actually no damage whatsoever. Alex is just tucking away in the corner.
You know he's here though, obviously with that boost coming through, there has to be a second man towards the underpass, so they've got to remain very, very aware of this connector. Borton does. Devadurek in the meantime with the Deagle. This man is so good with the Deke. Him and Amanek have just been, I mean, think back to their time in NA with Misfits. They were with the kings back there. But unfortunately, a little bit too much to ask for. 10-8 here. The 1v5 not going to be coming through, surprisingly enough. But we do have a buy coming through for LDLC, and that's going to be something interesting.
And this is the buy that's probably going to decide if this is going to be 10-10 or not. Because if Existence gets this as well, there's going to be an eco following, and then it's 10-10. Very important round coming up. Tuanu on the glass cannon. So missing some utility, but still like 4 full kits, that's fine. I'm talking about kits, you got 3 of them on the CT stat, that's exactly what you want.
Yeah, no one in that A-bomb site. We see, luckily, the timing of Bolton moving out will at least allow Existence to play for retake. If they can try and find a couple of kills here, that would make it so, so sweet. Nork, he's got a sweet tooth, and he's taken down Alex. Bolton's Molotov spreads to the sandwich, and Tuanu is cooked like a piece of toast. Logan trading back to keep LDLC in this round with a bomb plant, but we still are a man down for the French. Devadurek's got to be very careful here. He's isolated on the site by these smokes, but the utility's actually given LDLC a lot of room to move around. The CT covered lets them peek into jungle, and they're going to spot that connector player, but it's a triple CT push. Good nade damage. Devadurek's getting spammed through the smoke. They've got to kill this jungle player, and they do. Logan getting shot in the back, but still getting away with a frag. It's him and Amanek to try and find it. Now just Logan. Reload has to come through, and they're going to overwhelm him. A nice try from Logan, but 3 kills is not enough to win a round, and LDLC find that out the hard way.
But now with the bomb plant, there's a possibility that the T side can go for a force buy in this round. Maybe some of the likes of what they did with a couple of AKs towards B, the B explosion, that could happen again. Let's wait and see what they do. This is a choice. And you can also see Barbar. He's getting energetic over at the Existence camp, just saying, let's go, boys. Let's keep rolling. Get more rounds on the board.
Yeah, it's 4 in a row now, Niels. It's looking damn good.
They are going for it. They are going for the force buy with a limited utility. Almost no flashbangs compared to, well, they still have like 4 or 5, but compared to 5 full kills, nothing.
Look at the speed. This round through the Molotov and the smoke. That is not going to work out, LDLC. They are getting torn to shreds. It's just Logan, again looking for another 3K, but this time he falls short by 1. And LDLC, well, now it's even Stevens.
Once again, just like Nuke, LDLC, weak T-side so far.
10-10, Niels. This is getting awfully dangerous for the expected victor of this series, not only being down a map and facing elimination, but now having, you know, a comeback up against them.
Yeah.
A 10-10 scoreline after a 10-5 half.
I'm just saying, a lot of people want on the train right now. Want on spot on the train, the 2-0 train.
Wow. I mean, that would be a huge upset, considering LDLC. Yeah, okay, you can look at Nuke and you can go, oh, you know, whatever, off game, first game of the day, happens to the best of us. But LDLC, they had this one, not in the bag, but with a considerable lead.
They have Amanek on, what, 150 ADR after the first half. He's dropping like 25 kills. Like, what more can you want?
Well, I mean, he hasn't had to kill this half just yet, so...
But that's again, like, that's the system of LDLC, and I really have a lot of respect for these players because they're very good, and I enjoy the system that they have with their coach. But once again, like, if you have to point something out, it has to be the T-sides. That's one of the areas that you can really exploit them. And it has to be something they need to work on if they want to compete at Tier 2, Tier 1, like, consistently, because that's what they're missing. And you see that right now. Even like a team, let's be real, lower tier team that what LDLC usually play against, they can exploit it against them. Then everyone else is going to be able to do the same thing. If they face up, like against an Astralis, a Face, or a Na'Vi, that's going to be even worse.
And this round is no different. It's just pistols. Not really too much behind it. The utility already expended for LDLC, and the players starting to be picked apart. 2 kills coming through for Existence. They relieve the A-bomb site, and that allows these players to push up, and Zinker's got to be very aware of that. But this might actually be a bomb plant for LDLC if they can cross the bomb in towards default. Davidovek's gotten into the back corner, and at Existence, they're shooting shots. They know. They just don't want to challenge because these 2 A players are so tagged up. So Nork's going to try and hold the cross from jungle. And if you can get that bomb and stop it from crossing, that's a brilliant round from Existence. And I mean, Alex is going to have such a tough task of actually getting this plant. I think at this point, it's done. If they didn't do it in the few seconds that Existence were challenging mid rather than A, they're not going to do it now. No, like, they're just holding out, hoping for their opponents to make a mistake, but it's not happening. There it is, the AWP cross finding the shot. Davidovek back at the site, 18 seconds. He needs to die, Risk. He needs that lost bonus money. Will Existence give it to him, or will they be merciless? Oh. Are we going to see a timeout now from LDLC? That could be the case. Yeah. Hear the chat. I would assume that is LDLC. Of course, Existence is going to be happy with it as well. They can keep it hyper. There's definitely some things that I think our striker would have to say to the guys right now, and the team will have to talk about. It's actually, might be the graphic bug, of course, but yeah. Remember how many pauses this team called out on Nuke despite being 14-4 up? They called it 14-4. They called it a 15-4. But still, like, this is a close game. It's interesting, to say the least. There's 6 rounds in a row for Existence. They don't want to slip up now, Risk. If they can run away with this matchup before LDLC even get a T-side round, that would be ridiculous. They'd be knocking out. But to be honest, I think LDLC are happy they're taking this time out, because then they don't have to. That's another, like, breathing window where they can say, okay, let's talk about this, let's find out what the problem is, let's get some feedback from the coach, let's apply some of these, let's deploy some of these small fixes, some of these small tweaks, and potentially get a round going, because this is also their byline. That's why I wanted them to take that time out, because this is such an important round for LDLC. I mean, gets leg here. That's not how you want to start it off, and the finishing kill from Horton. Tagged up himself, he's down to 3. Some nades in middle, keep LDLC honest, but Zinker's got to be very careful on that Molotov. Does not want it to spread to his position. He's got to be... Oh, okay, Logan. I mean, we've had that again. That was over on Nuke, I'm pretty sure, with Logan as well. And Zinker's just going to finish off the kill to Alex. Dear, oh dear. I want to see that Logan death on replay, because this man just doesn't love Molotovs. No, they don't love him. That might be the other way around. Yeah, true. Davidovek trying to take an aim duel, but doesn't get the kill. Knows the position. Oh, the timing. Jumps away, and the Molotov is not going to be useful. Lurk smoke out, flash down. It's going to run out, going to drop down the stairs.
But Nock is holding the angle. The second that he peeks wide, he's going to die. He's trying to hold the close angle, trying to take the aim duel, which is the right choice in this connection, or in this situation. And Connector currently being challenged by Twano, but refrag instantly. 3 players surviving. Existence are doing such a good job currently.
And this is going to be great as well for the home crowd, right? We got a lot of Swedes out in the audience now, Niels.
Because specific Existence fans out there.
Yeah, that's great, to be honest, because, like, again, all of us coming into this event, what did everyone, at least on the desk and us two, predict? Existence to go 0-2 in groups, Bravado to go 0-2 in groups. Well, Bravado went 2-0. They beat the likes of Optic and G2. Incredible wins yesterday. Existence about to come back and potentially even win this match, not only knocking out LDLC, but getting a second chance to stay in this tournament by facing Complexity. And that's a team that have had their struggles recently as well. So there's not an unrealistic situation where Existence can get out of groups, but we'll save that for later. It's a fast A play from LDLC and a 1-for-1 trade immediately.
Pretty standard setup. Fortin is ready for it, but nice close range tools. Big miss from Nock. And he's going to be taken out 2v3. Low HP, yes, but still, Devadovic has the AWP. This is very possible for LDLC. If he can hold this angle right now, Devadovic, I think they have this round.
Nock definitely overfaced there. After he missed that initial shot, he went back in with a pistol and got killed from top of Palace. He definitely should have fallen back after missing the initial shot and gone for the retake with his team, but as a result, Existence now down a man. And they're just going for X's. There's no time. There's no way they can win this round. But they will get the kill. They drop the AWP. This is still surely undoable with Amanek.
This is nonsensical,
having an open
they're going for it. They're going for it. Can they? No, there's no time.
Yeah, that's fine. Get all the kills. Get out of there. Keep your guns. Not a huge problem for Existence. Ooh,
it's fine because Nock is on 16k, so that's okay. So basically what they're saying is, we have so much money. We can throw these 2 weapons into the fight, just throw them away, as long as we can pressure their economy, because our economy is so much better, it's fine. We can throw 2 weapons away if we can trade for 2.
And the key about that is the first round LDLC at 1.5. So the fact that Existence take every gun away means that look at the money of LDLC.
Yep.
They want a round, it doesn't look like it. They lose this follow-up, they're down to eco at 13-11 and double eco.
Yeah, like, Nock is still on 5k after dropping and getting an AWP.
This could be...
They can still, even if they lose this, they can still rebuy Existence.
Existence could put LDLC in the grave with this round here, Niels.
They could definitely start digging.
6 feet below, they want to throw the Frenchman, but it's not that easy with Logan already finding the entry towards connecting. He's trying to hit the ace like very, very fast. Molotov down, player push destroy it. Popsky, he might die, but he just gets out with 16 points of health. Got to watch his backline though, that's where the flank comes in. This smoke gives Popsky a little more room, but he walks right through it to his own death. Devadovic locking it down from underpass. Molotov to the back box, not going to find a thing. Spot. Zinkin sees a man up on the site. Amanek's up above in the balcony as well. Alex moving in close, and this is the clean-up crew. LDLC shutting it down.
Really, really good round from LDLC. And very important that they get this one down. Looking very disciplined here. That's what I want to see from these, well, not Frenchmen, but this French-speaking side.
I just say Frenchmen.
Yeah.
They speak French.
It's like if you, let's be real, like if you call people from Belgium Frenchmen, they'll be angry. So.
Yeah, true. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Either
You're
way.
just such an international man. You don't even see nations anymore. You just see people.
We're all one, Niels.
Yeah.
That's something, I don't know.
That's the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, there we go. Festivities all round.
Yeah.
In Existence, hey, they shouldn't be celebrating just yet, Niels. This game isn't over.
Amanek is on 27-12.
It's great, and I don't want to take it away from him, but that's 3 kills this half so far, and we've played, what, 8 rounds?
But then again, they have also just won 2 rounds.
Yeah, that's true. That's almost a teammates there. 4 players of LDLC getting 1 kill each, so that's all you need.
Yeah, so much talk coming from the coach. Like, Ostriker is really into it right now.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah.
RDL a little more quiet, but that's fine with Existence having the lead. But not for much longer. It's 12-12. It's equaled up. Things are really starting to get very, very close. As the AWPs come out twofold for Existence. Nork and Barbar running those, and Nork's already picked up the first man in middle. Barbar also going in, just a near miss. He's going to fall back, but he does get the info that there are more men in middle, and Existence have had to concede this position. That's fine, though. They do have the man advantage, so giving away mid is not a huge issue for them so far.
Amanek and Plopsky are about to meet. Who's going to win that duel? Plopsky's holding the angle, and he gets it to the wood. So now a 5v3. This is the time where Existence Galaxy, you just sit back, play the advantage, Just play basically a 2-2 with one rotator, because at max they're going to hit 3 people from the same direction. Just get that first frag, and now the smoke's dropping, you have to commit. Have to hold this bomb site.
And they expect someone in Palace as well. There's no one there. LDLC moving into
retake.
The bomb site.
Wow.
That's fine. You can play retake. Considering they have so many more players, Existence's retakes have been good already. Flash into CT. DreamHack is going to be alone. He has no support here, so he needs at least 1 kill. Preferably more than that, but the flashbang's there. The lineup is too, but he doesn't get a single kill. Only damage. Can Logan clean up these frags? He gets the first, and the second, and the third. Logan! He may have just won this round for his team. It's a 2-on-2 as the retake comes back in from the connector. Twanu trying to hold the cross, and they don't know he's here just yet. The scope is there. Nork is looking towards ramp, but they've got to clear the man in the back line. Nork's done that, but now it's the AWP v AWP. Twanu does not need to peek. It's a tap on the bomb to force the fight. Nork, he's baited with the shot. Twanu, here's the tap again, but is he going to be baited for it? There's just surely no time. Even if he wins this duel, it's just surely going to be LDLC's round.
Might be just in time. Oh, so close.
That hurts. A nice try from Nork, but there's only so much you can do when Twanu's not taking that fight. You can't stick that bomb.
Nope. What a round. And what a play from Logan. What a step up.
3 kills in CT. I mean, he saves the day there for LDLC. That is all Logan. We talk Amanek on the CT side. Right now, it's Logan coming to life in the second half. And LDLC back in the lead, looking for a vengeance.
Yeah, we're talking about this having the potential to go all the way, and I think we might get that early Christmas presents. Flashbang timing over for Alex to make an opening. Molotov landing towards stairs, smoke as well. Not really stairs, but sandwich. Finally, Molotov for shade. But this round, of course, no one is there.
That's fine. Oh, that's not Nork. What is that? 25 kills. This man is a demon of the A bomb site. LDLC is going to start to get pressured as these pistols begin to move in. Things are getting a little bit scary, but normality restored to 3-on-3. Alex almost losing that duel down on the A site. He's going to have a teammate move in. Popsky catches out DreamHack on the repeak. Alex is so low. He's running for the hills. He's put his Nikes on, and he's just sprinting off to that B bomb site as Logan keeps up this pressure on A. And they don't know he's in the middle of the site right now. He could easily take down Popsky as he moves back from ramp.
But Nock is like, he's 300 light years ahead.
Yeah. Well, they could still go for A here. Alex is slowed down. He's stuck in the spawn. And Logan's clearing out middle in the meantime, trying to work out exactly where these players are.
He is literally reading them, not only distance, but also in time.
And this is the right play. LDLC are grouping up because they know this is an eco for Existence. They can just play for the one-for-one trades. And, you know, with no armor, Existence are going to be in a very tough spot. So as long as LDLC stay in that buddy system, things could be good. And look at that rotate from Existence. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, like, to be honest, I think it's fair enough. Like, you're at a disadvantage if you're Existence Galaxy. You got to take a chance. They're taking a chance by thinking it's B. Bomb is going to go down now. They know it's going to be A. Are they going to wait for each other, or are they going to go straight in?
Ooh, look at Popsky. He's coming in hot. Not going to work, though. Logan
Solo
wins that
HP,
duel.
though. Like, Nock can still win this if he hits 2 on-point deagle shots. Or not on point, just body shots, basically. Good luck, have fun.
He's going to need a lot of luck and a lot of skill. But Nork, I mean, this man's been great so far today, and he is carrying on in this round. He doesn't know the position of the last player at the back of the site, so Alex can just hide. There's no way that Nork has a kit, so Alex, he doesn't need to peek this one. He's going to go for it anyway, but by this point, the round's already won. The time is done, and Nork has to run for the hills. Alex has realized it.
But
nice
still,
patience.
That's a fine eco.
Yeah, that'll do.
4 kills, get an AK as well.
It makes LDLC sweat here, but they still have 14 rounds risk.
They still do, that's true. That is dirty.
Yeah. Kaboom.
That one as well. Jesus. This guy's, we didn't see him yesterday, and we were saying, okay, he's been the #1 player stats-wise online for them. He's going to be a really big difference maker. We see nothing yesterday, nothing from him, and then today he decides to show up, and this is the real Nock.
Yeah, he's been playing lights out Counter-Strike, not just over here. He's 25 kills on this map, but I mean, even in the previous map, I'm sorry, 26 kills this map.
Yep.
Even in the previous map, he was 16, which is top of the board. Obviously, it was a pretty quick game.
Yeah.
Existence calling in their last pause at 14-12. But what have they really got in this round, Risk? They've got 1 AWP, 4 rifles, that saved AK from the previous. No AWP for LDLC. The money's just not there. Actually, Alex could have gone for it, but they decided against it.
This is a key round, and Luckily enough, it's going to be a full buy for both teams. We got plenty of utility, not like 100% full kit, but it's still like a decent buy. There's every bit of possibility to go for it. You have almost everything in the playbook you can go for.
He smokes. We've already seen these retake setups from Existence before. Will they put on the pressure like they did in the previous, pushing on through? After they found that first kill from Nork, we just had them just challenging a bomb site, but that wasn't eco after all. This time, they check mid, they wait for that late lurk, they wait for the flank, and it is there, but it's not coming from mid. Look at Logan. He is deep, deep, deep in the B apartments, and if he starts to move now, that B site's empty for him to come in on that wraparound for LDLC.
But he
Very
needs to
intelligent play.
And he is hurrying.
Well, they need to hurry. That bomb's half ticked.
Oh, this timing is going to be brutal. They got it locked down.
Nork is one.
They might have heard the steps, maybe. And now they're coming in from CT spawn. This is happening, Hugo. 2v5.
And they're on the bomb. It's in the smoke. Amanek tries to spray, but he goes to the player above. Looks back down low. He misses the shot by just a couple of centimeters, and that's all the difference made. The defuse coming through, and the round one. Nork again coming in with a huge AWP round.
Did they hit? Yep, they heard the steps. The guy at the far back heard the steps and then called it to knock because he's on the long range with the AWP. He can take that frag, and then they just straight on push to the CT position. Wow, that's such a nice, quick retake. LDLC with under the pass. Still got a couple remaining. Our striker with big words right now. And it seems like we're actually gathering a bit of a crowd here. Swedish home team. Of course, we need all the gamers to wake up. It's been a long night. Been to a couple of DreamHacks now. I see how you guys do.
I saw some people sleeping at their desks earlier in the BYOC.
Serious stuff. It's serious stuff.
Yeah. But some of the young guns on this Existence roster, Plopsky being one of them. He's 23 kills deep right now. He's 16 years old, Risk.
Yep.
It could be any one of you. LDLC for now, just pistols, no armor apart from Alex, who has a little bit of extra cash, but not enough to write home about.
Unless something insane happens, this is going to be 14-14, Hugo. With another buy coming in, another full buy coming in at 14-14.
That's what you want to see. It's never fun to... Oh,
what a nade. That's a money nade. That's a Kobe right there. Three-pointer.
It's never fun to see ecoing players in round 29 or 30. I want full buys
exactly.
every time at 14-14 for both teams. I want everyone to have money. The problem is, if Existence win this round, LDLC are going to be struggling for cash, seeing as they just got reset.
The thing is, with the smoke down, they can't even like walk away from the nade.
No.
They have like half a second to react, and that's not enough. Right, they're actually missing utility here, Hugo. This is not as good as a buy as I expected. This will limit them. Oh, bit of a mistake here from Barbar, maybe nerves. But this has limited them. They don't have every single strat at their availability right now because of this limited utility.
They do have the AWP though, and that's something that they didn't decide to pull in just a couple of buy rounds ago. Maybe that could be the saving grace.
Swano is pretty sick with the AWP.
Yeah, but look at how well Nork has been doing this game. He is a beast to contend with.
That is true. Slowly but surely fading away on the utility for the CT side, and this is actually making a pretty good chance for LDLC to make their execute happen. Still two smokes, a Molotov and some flashbangs. That is enough to do a simple A take. Smoke from Alex, and then the timing to run in towards the ramp. That is the other side. And Nok is on it.
If Barbar can cut down this mid push as well, Nork can just focus on the A bomb site. He needs to do that. They're coming out through ramp. Bottom's been traded. Zinken found one before that kill came through, so it's still a 4-on-4, but the time is starting to slip out of the hands of Existence. Zinken with a massive double, and Barbar's moving in for the cleanup as well. It's just Amanek. He's had a godlike performance in this game, but surely this one's too much. Barbar shuts it down. 15 rounds to Existence Gaming.
What a way. If they can bring this one home for Sweden, if they can stay alive in this tournament. Zinken taking the first frag towards apartments, rotating down, taking the double. Cool, calm, and collected.
And the reason this is so sick is, remember that first half, yep. LDLC went 10-5 up. This is a huge comeback from the likes of Existence. And again, Risk, it's coming down, as you've been picking up on, from those weak T-sides on LDLC.
Yep.
And that could knock them out.
Yeah, and also the fact that like the rounds that they've gotten on the T side have been 4 rounds in a row where they're just riding on momentum, doing aggressive stuff, and the players are hitting their shots. You can't really count on that. You can't really like hope for a consistent T side if your T side is basically them just like winning, getting 4 bomb plants and 4 post plants. Like you can't expect to get post plant situations every single T round. That's just not going to happen.
And it's been 14 rounds, and Amanek, who got 24 kills in the first half, has had 4. Not to put any of the blame on him, but when you only get 10 rounds off the back, well, not only, but obviously a lot of the 10 rounds they got was off the back of Amanek going huge. When he slows down, a lot of the things you were dependent on fall apart. And now the buy round isn't even here for LDLC. It's round 30, and they've got a UMP, a MAC-10, and 3 CZs. Desperate times call for desperate measures and a fast cap play. We've not seen this yet all game from LDLC. Popsky's up on the balcony. They line up for him. He finds 2 headshots coming through, and there's still a man up. Popsky's still the thorn in their side, but they'll remove it with remove it like a splinter. Still thinking pushing in through the smoke, and he'll get right into the bomb site. Bond's helped out front short as well. That bomb has been dropped, and there's only Alex left up. He's got to keep LDLC here in DreamHack Winter. If he can't find this 1v2, they will be going home. And Existence Galaxy just 1 frag away from the upset.
He has the angle here. Takes the first one. Knows that the second one is probably towards short. He has the position as well.
He fully knows. Bot Snake goes a bit too deep. Alex needs to try and get this bomb back as well. Got the time to play around with Bot. Here's a drop. He knows he's somewhere, but he doesn't know exactly the position. He might find the angle. He spots him, and he wins the duel. Bot will close it out. Existence Galaxy 2-0 here. They're going to be taking away not only LDLC's map pick in a dominant fashion, 16-4 on Nuke, but they head over to Mirage, their comfort ground, and it's a grind, but a win is a win. Elation from Baba and the boys.
Such happiness on the Swedish skies, and you can just read the defeat in the eyes of LDLC. They are not satisfied whatsoever. 12th in the world currently, probably going to slide a bit down that ranking, and Existence Galaxy, not even in the top 30 as far as I know. They're going to get a big chance of going in there and proving a lot of people wrong. GGs are exchanged.
This has been the DreamHack of upsets. We've had Bravado go 2-0 in groups. We've still got Existence Galaxy here, and they're going to be facing up against Complexity later to see if they can get out of the groups as well, head to that semi-final place. Hey, we could even have a hypothetical where it's a Bravado Existence semi-final, one of them in the grand final. This has been a ridiculous couple of days so far, so I'm very excited to see what we've got in store for the rest of this event.
Yeah. You on the bus now? Everyone, you can join me on the 2-0 bus?
Yeah.
It's a good bus? Or train, whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, I don't even know. Well, either way, we've unfortunately not got any presents under this Christmas tree, but we do have a couple of tasty treats over on the analyst desk. How's it going, Trace?
Hey, thanks, I guess. And you know, they say something about Christmas miracles not existing, but they certainly are in existence today as the Galaxies have put away LDLC here in an elimination match. They've done it in 2 maps and in a convincing fashion. Just like that, they stay alive here at the DreamHack Open Winter 2018. My goodness, what a roller coaster.
It's a miracle, Trace. You'll love it, you'll love to see it, but honestly though, what the hell happened?
I mean, LDLC didn't play the best game, but I want to give a lot of credit to the Existence guys as well. I think they played a great game. Obviously on Nuke, there was no doubt that they were the better team. They were just constantly, you know, making the right decisions, constantly winning the duels, and constantly being the better team in pretty much all aspects of the game. Whereas when you moved on to Mirage, I felt like that was a close back and forth game, but they were showing some proactive stuff. You know, they were showing, especially on the T side, that they had a plan of how they wanted to play. They had a great Mirage A split where they faked out B and then went up to split connector and go into A, and they just showed, you know, that they could keep the composure throughout the rounds and throughout the pressured situations. Obviously, there was a few mistakes. They lost a 5 vs 2, and Mirage could have been closed earlier, and it was a little bit in jeopardy, whether they were able to go into OT or not. But overall, I just want to say that Existence right here were by far the better team, looked over 2 maps.
And it's kind of unfortunate as well. Like, we saw Amanek actually top rank for his team. He didn't really come to play. But the rest of the team...
He was the best player in the server.
He was the best player in the server. But also, like we were talking about Plopsky, we were also talking about Nog, who really needed to step up. And he was a beast on Mirage, at least. You can just look at his stats there. 30 frags. I think this is combined, I think? Yeah, but Nog, 44 frags over 2 maps. That's not shabby at all. Great performance from him. But like you mentioned, the composure being shown by these guys, like forgetting what happened yesterday in front of the home crowd, there was some very commendable work coming in from these guys, from the young guys. And for LDLC, that's a yikes, man. That's a yikes.
101 ADR from Amanek, and he still sits losing the game 2-0. Trace, how does that feel? You never tried it before, but how would you imagine it feels?
I can imagine that it doesn't feel as good as getting presents rather than coal on Christmas, but we have a present right now, and it's Barbar. In fact, my man, you guys have done what some said were the impossible. not pointing any fingers or anything, but congratulations, my friend. How do you feel?
Thank you, thank you. I'm feeling good. I think we were a bit nervous yesterday, you know, and then it showed a bit. We're not coming into the game like with the confidence we usually have online. So I think today we knew kind of that we were the better team. We have the home soil, and we're used to this the cold country. So I mean, yeah, no, we beat them before in the qualifier with pretty good numbers also. So. And they didn't pick Train either, which is really weird for me. Maybe it was a heroic game yesterday that put them off a little bit. But the map pool was really good, and the guys are really young, but they showing so big potential, and I'm super happy.
One quick question from my side would be, like, you have a bunch of young guys, right? They haven't really played LANs that often. Like, but someone like you've been like there for so long in the Counter-Strike scene. Like, what do you like tell them? Like, after the loss yesterday, obviously they would have felt a little, you know, off. But like, did you like give any like inspiring speech or something? What did you tell them like how to handle this particular matchup? Because there's a lot on the line, and at the same time, with the lack of experience, I thought that would be the deciding factor. However, these guys, everyone showed up.
Yeah, no, I think everyone showed up, and like I said before the game, we need to play with confidence. That's a game we play, and if we can get in their faces and not let Amanek and yeah, he ran around anyway and killing everyone. But if we could just get in their faces and show them that we're here to stay, they will crumble a bit. I knew that since the online qualifier. So. No, we kept the composure. I think Nock is doing a great game on LAN. You know, yesterday we have been joking about his first LAN performance, big LAN here. So, no, really proud of him, and I think everyone stepped up huge. And against the 12th best team in the world, you gotta play pretty good. So, no, I'm super happy.
Moving on, I think there's no doubt that you guys played one of the best games you have played as a team, or at least one of the most important games. Coming up is Complexity. How do you fancy your chances against the Americans?
I think it was easier also to prepare against LDLC, to be honest. You know, Complexity played, the last map they played or match they played was Vitality on DreamHack Atlanta, I think. So it was kind of hard. You know, we played maybe like 15 officials in 2 weeks before this, you know, and I heard Shazam saying, yeah, it was really telegraphed, you know, but how hard is it when you have 20 maps to look, you know? No, I think we found our confidence, and then it's gonna be a different game this time.
Well, the last thing I'm going to do is this, man. You're in your home soil, not your hometown necessarily, but you know there are a ton of Swedes sitting out there, and I'm sure they would love to hear what you have to say. So take it away, man.
Oh, Swedish, you mean?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I have this accent also, so maybe they don't like me. But jag hoppas fler kommer ner och kollar, stöttar oss. Vi är det enda svenska laget på plats, så jag vill att alla som kan kommer och kollar och hejar på oss och försöker hjälpa oss den lilla sista biten för att slå amerikanerna nu nästa game.
So beautifully said. And happy holidays to you and yours. We're going to let you get back to your team, and congratulations, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Guys, I'd ask you for closing thoughts, but my goodness, what is there to just say about that? That's quite the upside-down turnaround.
It's been an interesting tournament, so to speak, right? Like when we came into this event, at least myself as well, I'm sure it's you as well, like x6tence, Galaxy, and Bravado, we were like, all right, you know what? We have so many other teams like LDLC, Complexity, all these guys, Heroic, and they have so many things to prove. These two teams were kind of at the back of our mind, so like, nah, it really doesn't make sense, but here we go. Bravado yesterday, and today x6tence, Galaxy. They're looking confident, and right now, if I was Complexity, I'd be slightly like, this is not going according to plan.
I would be fearing the x6tence guys as well. Speaking of LDLC though, now let's round them off and let's put them in a jar and send them home because they're out of the tournament, right? This was a super disappointing result for them. I mean, what we saw at IEM Chicago was LDLC that showed resilience. It was an LDLC who showed that they had a high peak level, almost beating FaZe and Mirage, you know, beating North in the best of 3 and going deep inside the tournament, having some sick wins. Also almost
very legit wins.
The very legit wins. They were close to beating Liquid, sending them out of the tournament. Yeah. A team Liquid who went on to the finals. So LDLC had a good showing, but ever since that tournament, online it's been lackluster, and now here at DreamHack it's been very lackluster. So they definitely have something they have to go back home and look at. We have seen the peak level. It's all like the same story with Complexity. We've seen what they can do. We just haven't seen it more than once.
Yeah. Well, they have gone out in last place.
Then the jar, they're being sent home.
That is the unfortunate reality of that situation. The other situation I'm going to talk about is how all the stage comms are coming together, brought to you by Astro. In fact, you can head to this link right now and check out just how they're doing things over there, and maybe even join the family. You know, it's the festive time of year, and everybody should come together a little bit closer. You can do that using the Astro headsets because, like I said, the comms are crystal clear up there on the stage. And clear as day will be our next matchup, an unlikely candidates in both Optic and Ints, finding themselves battling through the lower bracket in this elimination game they're coming up on. A best of 3 will determine who stays alive and who's going to be going on here in Jönköping. Make sure you're with us when we come back.